Hello and welcome. Today we're doing the ultimate comparison. Apple Watch versus Whoop 5.0 and Whoop MG to figure out which wearable actually deserves your wrist or finger. These devices aim at overlapping but different promises. Apple Watch tries to be a full smart wearable that also tracks health, while Whoop positions itself as a screenless, subscription-driven recovery and longevity platform. In this video, I'll walk through where each device shines and where it fumbles, from sensors and accuracy to comfort, battery life, software, and the hidden costs of subscriptions and ecosystem lock-in. By the end, you'll know which device best fits athletes, casual users, biohackers, and people who simply want better sleep and stress insight. A quick disclaimer, this comparison is informational and based on manufacturer specs, hands-on reviews, and user reports. It is not medical advice. For the core hardware and software claims, I'm citing official Apple and Whoop pages, plus third-party reviews so you can check sources yourself. Apple's watch line has evolved from a smartwatch with fitness features into a health-first multi-purpose wearable that runs Watch OS, supports on-wrist ECG, blood oxygen readings, a broad app ecosystem, and safety features like fall detection and SOS. Its Ultra models target outdoor and endurance athletes with rugged builds and longer battery modes. Apple sells hardware that integrates tightly into iOS and offers optional services like Fitness Plus, but generally expects most health features to work without a mandatory ongoing fee. Whoop, founded as a performance analytics company, intentionally removes the screen and sells recovery, strain, and sleep as their primary value, packaged with a membership. Whoop's newest generation split into Whoop 5.0, which has the performance tracker, and Whoop MG, that adds ECG and blood pressure insights. Both focus on continuous physiological monitoring and coaching via subscription analytics. These different philosophies, Apple's generalist smart wearable versus Whoop's specialist analytics platform, drive almost every trade-off discussed below. Hardware and sensors are where the differences start to matter. Apple Watches like the Series 9 and Ultra 2 in Apple's current lineup include multi-wavelength optical heart rate sensors, on-wrist ECG, SpO2, skin temperature sensors in newer model iterations, GPS, altimeter, and an always-on display that provides immediate feedback. Battery life on standard Apple Watches targets a single day of typical use, while Ultra models stretch into multi-day territory with lower power modes. Whoop 5.0 and Whoop MG move the other direction. They remove the screen and focus on maximizing sensor uptime and battery life. Whoop advertises 14 plus days of battery and higher sampling rates optimized for HRV, resting heart rate, sleep staging, strain, and on the MG, on-demand ECG, and blood pressure style insights delivered through a clasp calibration flow. In short, Apple packs sensors into a full smartwatch experience, while Whoop optimizes continuous sensing, longer battery, and analytics that treat recovery as their primary metric. Accuracy and performance depend on what you're measuring. For heart rate, sleep staging, independent reviews show Whoop historically excels at overnight HRV and recovery metrics because it samples continuously with a design tuned for long-term physiological baseline tracking. Recent hands-on reviews of Whoop 5.0 or MG and lab comparisons indicate improved sensor fidelity and longer battery life compared to earlier Whoop generations. Apple Watch typically provides very accurate optical heart rate for a wide range of activities and includes clinically cleared ECG and refined SpO2 or blood oxygen features. Its sleep tracking has improved but often gives different sleep stage granularity than Whoop because Apple trades continuous HRV-based recovery scoring for a broader lifestyle and safety feature set. In practice, this means Whoop will often flag subtle changes in recovery and give an actionable recovery score each day, while Apple gives a broader health snapshot plus immediate, on-device alerts and third-party apps for workouts and coaching. Real users report Whoop's recovery coaching changes behavior, but they also emphasize that Whoop's insights live behind a membership paywall, whereas Apple's basics are available to any watch owner. Comfort and battery are unavoidable trade offs. Apple Watch gives a wrist centered, screen first experience that feels like a tiny smartphone. Notifications, apps, music, maps, and calls all on your wrist. This convenience comes with a shorter battery life, roughly a day for series models, longer for Ultra with low power options. Whoop removes that convenience on purpose to prioritize battery, which could reach up to 14 plus days as advertised, and comfort for continuous wear, especially during sleep and long training cycles. The Whoop MG's clasp and ECG capability add a slight change in form factor. Some users report the clasp feel is different, while Apple's array of straps and watch sizes gives broader aesthetic and functional choice. Ultimately, if you want constant on-device feedback in an app ecosystem, Apple wins. If you want near-zero fuss continuity and multi-week battery, Whoop wins. Pricing structure is a core differentiation and often the deciding factor. Apple sells the watch hardware upfront with optional services like Fitness Plus, iCloud, or Cellular, and a one-time purchase model for the device. While some premium Apple services cost extra, the watch's core health features like ECG, SpO2, and heart rate are available without a mandatory Whoop-style membership. Whoop's business model bundles device and analytics into membership tiers. Whoop 5.0 is tied to a membership, and Whoop MG unlocks medical-grade features under higher tiers, like Whoop Life, Peak, etc., meaning continued access to much of Whoop's core value requires a recurring fee. This subscription model can be powerful for committed users who value Whoop's coaching, but it's a cost and lock-in that many prospective buyers, especially those who prefer device ownership without monthly bills, will rightly question. Reviews and reporting around Whoop's pricing and tiering emphasize this as a central trade-off. Deeper insights versus ongoing cost. Beyond raw health metrics, Apple's strength is the ecosystem. Tight iPhone integration, a large app library, built-in GPS and maps, on-device music and calls, and features like fall detection and SOS that can be life-saving. Apple also integrates with Apple Health to let you aggregate data across devices and apps. Whoop is narrower but deeper. It focuses on recovery, sleep, and training load, and that vertical focus makes it exceptional for athletes and people who want daily actionable recovery guidance rather than a multi-purpose smartwatch. Alternatives like Garmin, Polar, and Aura sit in between. Garmin gives extensive workout and mapping features. Aura offers ring-based sleep or recovery insights without a watch footprint, and Polar emphasizes sports physiology. The right choice often comes down to whether you want a full smartwatch lifestyle device like Apple or a specialized recovery and performance coach that you wear continuously like Whoop. Now, which should you choose? If you want a single device that handles communication, navigation, music, apps, and strong but general health tracking, the Apple Watch is the obvious pick. It combines clinical features like ECG with a broad smartwatch experience, no mandatory analytics membership, and a huge third-party ecosystem. If you are an athlete, coach, biohacker, or someone who prioritizes recovery, HRV, and continuously sampled physiological baselines, and you're comfortable with a subscription model, Whoop 5.0 is optimized for that use, and Whoop MG adds ECG and BP-style insights aimed at medically minded users who need more granular diagnostics. Consider Whoop if your daily decision hinges on recovery and training load. Consider Apple Watch if you want utility, safety features, and a more generalist wearable that still offers high-quality health sensors. Both are excellent in their lane. The right pick depends on whether you value an always-on smart experience or the deepest continuous recovery analytics. And that would be all for today's review video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.